Hello friends, my name is Dilip Pratap Singh Shekhawat. I have secured All India rank 72 in this year's Civil Services Examination 2018, and I am going to discuss the essay strategy which I adopted, which helped me to gain the top marks in essay this year. I have scored 150 marks in the essay, which is a very good score in the essay as far as the marking is concerned this year. And I would also like to say that in the previous attempt, I scored only 121 marks, and this was an improvement of around 29 marks in this attempt. First of all, I would like to discuss that why the essay paper is included in the UPSC. I think the essay paper is included in the UPSC is to judge the analytical abilities of the candidate, the personality of the candidate, the perspective of a candidate, and the creative mind which a candidate has. So, with this purpose, the UPSC asks 2 essays in 2 sections, and it gives you a total of 8 essays, from which you have to pick up 2 essays from each section, and you have to write those essays in 1000 to 1200 words. Now, there are some very important pointers which is mentioned in the UPSC notification which a candidate should keep in mind. That is, keep closely to the subject of the essay, arrange your ideas in a very orderly fashion. Thirdly, you have to write concisely, and fourthly, you have to attempt for an effective and exact expression. So, in this way, the UPSC itself gives you the broad parameters in which your essay will be assessed. So, this provides a very good clue for the candidate to write an essay. Now, as far as the essay paper is concerned, I think for developing a good command over the essay paper, you have to read a lot. You have to read good essays which comes in the newspapers, in the magazines, in the journals, in tabloids, websites in the form of blogs, on Quora, etc. Because reading makes a good writer, and the more you read, the better you can write. Because by reading, you can know the examiner's mindset, that what an examiner wants, how an examiner is amazed by reading your essay. That perspective is very important, because that is how you can know that how to get more marks by pleasing the examiner. This is one pointer how you can approach the essay paper. Another is the choice of the essay. I think when a candidate appears in the essay paper, because being the very first paper, anxiety levels are very high, you are under a lot of stress, and you have to pick up 2 essays from a list of 8 essays, 1 from each section. So, I think the choice of the essay should be solely based on your comfort level. Your comfort level can come from whether an essay is overlapping with your optional subject, whether you have adequate content on it, whether you have faced that essay in any of the mock papers. So, in this way, you should make your choice of the essay in which you are more comfortable. So, this is how you should choose the essay. Now, we will come to the structure of an essay. The structure of an essay should be very simple. First, I would tell the proportion in which the essay should be structured. 10% portion of the essay should be consisting of your introduction. Then, at 80% of the content should be devoted to the main body, and then the remaining 10% should be devoted to the conclusion, and these percentages are flexible by plus minus 10%. So, in this way, a definite structure should always be in your mind, so that your ideas are arranged in an orderly fashion. Now, the first and the foremost thing about writing a very good essay is to analyze and understand the topic of the essay very well. Many candidates make this mistake that they misinterpret the topic of the essay. So, I think at least 5 to 10 minutes or maybe even 15 minutes should be devoted to understanding the subject of the essay, because many a time the UPSC asks very confusing kind of essays, and you interpret it wrong, you go in the wrong direction, and you get very low marks. So, I think understanding of the essay is very important, and in this area you should also practice this in the mock test papers, that whatever questions, whatever essay topics are asked to you, you analyze those and you understand the meaning of what is expected out of you. In this way, you can develop command or at least interpreting the essay in a right manner. Then let us start with the introduction of the essay. Introduction forms a very important part, because it gives the first impression of a candidate's mentality, of his personality, of his perspective. So, introduction, I think, should be written in a very mindful manner, with an approach to please the examiner, to amaze the examiner by your creative abilities. For example, you can write an anecdote, a story of any character. You can start an essay with a conversation. You can even use a quote before starting your essay. You can start it from the historical background. The choice is completely yours. The purpose should be to attract an examiner into the essay. Another very important thing about the introduction is that introduction shows the examiner that you have grasped the real meaning of the essay. So in that sense also, introduction of the essay holds a lot of importance, because first impression is the last impression. For example, in this year's civil service examination, I attempted the essay on poverty anywhere is a threat to prosperity everywhere. So I started this essay with an anecdote of a character named Ramnath, and I started with a story of Naxalism, which started in India in the 1960s. So with that story I started, and I connected it with that poverty in that area led to people who take up arms against the state, and which led to the menace of Naxalism. So it was a threat to prosperity everywhere. So in this way, your introduction forms a very important part of the essay, and the purpose of writing the introduction to amaze the examiner, to bring him into the essay, to divert his attention from everywhere into the essay, so that he reads your entire essay with a very thoughtful mind. Now coming to the main body, I think main body forms the very content of the essay. In the main body, one thing should be kept in mind, that you should divide it into paragraphs. Every paragraph should not consist of more than 70 to 80 words, because every paragraph can connote a different idea, every paragraph can connote a different dimension, and it helps an examiner to go in a very orderly fashion as he reads your essay. We should try to attempt very short paragraphs, because that keeps the interest of the examiner going, because if we write long paragraphs, somewhere in the middle an examiner may be lost. So short paragraphs and many dimensions is the key in the body. Also, a multi-dimensional approach should be followed in the essay. For example, if any issue is analyzed in the main body, I think you should take care of every dimension which is attached to it. These dimensions can be extracted from the general studies papers GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4. For example, from the GS1 we can extract the societal dimension, we can extract the historical background, we can extract the geographical dimension. From paper 2 we can extract the administrative dimension, we can attract the international connotations of a topic. Then going to the third paper, GS paper 3, we can extract the economic dimension, we can extract the security dimension. Then going to paper 4, we can extract the philosophical and ethical dimension also. So in this way, an essay, if it becomes multidimensional, it always holds the interest of the examiner very well. Another important thing in essay is, after you discuss an issue in depth, it is very important that you also provide solutions to that problem, because as an administrator, it is expected of you that you come out with very creative, very innovative solutions. And that is also an opportunity to show to the examiner that yes, I have analyzed these issues and I am also providing you solutions. Because the real thing which a candidate is expected of in an essay is to provide solutions to the issues facing the country. So I think this also forms a very important component in the main body. Then third very important thing in the main body is to provide some initiatives of the government which have been there to tackle a certain issue. For example, for poverty, which I attempted as an essay in the main examination, the government has done a variety of initiatives. For example, they have come out with this concept of Jan Dhan, Aadhaar and Mobile, which is helping in the domain of direct benefit transfer, which is helping to reach the subsidies to the poor and to eliminate the middlemen, and providing a very good tool to eliminate poverty in India. So I think if we mention this initiative, then the examiner also gets a clue that yes, this candidate is aware and he also appreciates the efforts of the government. So this is very important. If a government has taken initiative in any such domain, I think it should be mentioned in the course of the essay. Another very important dilemma in the mind of candidates is whether to draw diagrams and flowcharts in the essay or not. I made use of a very specific flowchart and a diagram related to Jan Dhan, Aadhaar and Mobile in my first essay, that is Poverty Anywhere is a Threat to Prosperity Everywhere. I think that diagram fetched me some extra marks which helped me score 150 marks in the essay, because such kind of things, if they fall in the right context, provides an examiner with a very good feeling that yes, this candidate has taken a different approach. He has used this ability of his to draw the attraction of the examiner. So this is another very important thing, but I would also like to mention that do not unnecessarily include diagrams and flowcharts in the course of the essay. If it is fitting in any portion of the essay, you are free to use that diagram or a flowchart, but unnecessarily please don't put it into your essay to gain extra marks. Then another very important and the last impression of the essay is the conclusion and the way forward. I think it provides a very good insight into the personality of the candidate, into the mindset of the candidate, how he thinks, whether he has a pessimistic mindset or he has an optimistic and positive mindset. So in this area also, I think conclusion should be visionary. It should provide a ray of hope in every issue, whether it be health, whether it be education, that yes, there are challenges, we have deal with the challenges in the course of the essay, but there are solutions also. There is a way forward also. There is always a brighter future into anything. Now another very important area in which candidates have the doubt that whether the use of quotations is compulsory or not. I think the use of quotations provides a candidate to throw very good insight into a topic. It provides some innovative idea, it provides some very good vision to your essay, but I think it is not compulsory. Even if you use the quotes of the very renowned people into the essay, and if it is not fitting into the essay, I think it can backfire also. But at the same time, if you are writing in a very good manner, in an orderly fashion and concisely, I think that is a very good thing to do in the essay, and you should not unnecessarily use quotations and sayings of various thinkers, various philosophers, etc. So use of quotations can be done, and it should be done as per the context and the demand of the essay. Now, how to prepare the essay paper? To prepare the essay paper, I think the most important starting point is the previous year question papers on the essay, because UPSC asks very relevant essay and it also sticks to the theme of its own. And for example, it will ask an essay on women, health, education, youth of the country, some philosophical essays. So there is a very narrow ambit of essays, of certain kind of essays which UPSC asks. So I think previous year essays should be practiced. They provide you the way the UPSC thinks, the opinions which the UPSC demands from the candidates, the kind of topics which the UPSC expects the candidates to ponder upon. So previous year questions papers of essay are a very important starting point for preparing the essay paper. Then at the same time, throughout your preparation for the main examination, I think you should also join a very good test series so that you continuously improve from the first essay to the last essay, because practice makes a man perfect and essay is completely a game of an art. Content may not matter that much, but analysis and your style of writing matters a lot. So in this way, a good test series should be joined to make it a very important tool for gaining more marks in the essay paper. Another very important thing related with the essay paper is the review which you get from different kinds of people. When I wrote an essay, I gave it to very different sets of people to gain a very different perspective from every one of them. For example, I showed my essay paper to my senior, I showed my essay paper to my teachers, I showed my essay paper to one of my family members, then I showed my essay paper to one of my friends also. So getting your essay paper reviewed through different sets of people provides a very diverse kind of inputs which you can incorporate in your essay, because there are certain angles which you may miss. Either you can focus excessively on administrative angle, you may miss a certain societal angle. So these things can be avoided if you get your essay reviewed by different sets of people, and it really benefits to incorporate different perspectives of different kinds of people into an essay. Now another very important area in the essay preparation is the making of notes. I think notes can be made in the essay paper because there are certain themes, around 15 to 20 themes will be there. In and around those themes, the essay topic will be asked. So you can prepare very concise notes. For example, if you are preparing note on education, so you can keep a note of how much GDP of education is being spent, what are the various committees and some specific recommendations of those committees, what are the programs which the government has launched, what is the way forward. So in this area, your introduction, your conclusion and the certain facts can be prepared in the form of notes in the essay paper. So all in all, in the essay paper, my final tip to the candidates is that this is a paper which helps you to show your personality in the paper, and this paper must be utilized to show various dimensions, to show that you have an analytical mind, to show you have a solution oriented mindset, so that when an examiner reads your essay, he finds the glimpse of a very able administrator who thinks in different dimensions, who analyzes all the issues around him and has a very good vision for the future. So in this way, I would sum up my essay strategy. I wish you all the very best for your essay paper and all the other exams of the UPSC. Thank you.